look good. It looks like the StarLadder is going to be picked up instead for the time being. Now, this could be ran as a 4 or a 3. I will imagine they're going to run it as a 3 in this scenario because it's still really good against the Monkey King. It's counter chase against the Bat Rider. Rubik doesn't really have great armor almost throughout the whole entire game. And StarLadder just takes full advantage of that. I was actually talking with Mike last night about it, and he was thinking that if they want to really adequately nerf StarLadder, all they have to do is just nerf his base move speed. But then I was thinking, well, they'd have to buff sprint in return, and they're like, no, just nerf his base move speed, and that should be fine. That would force more people to end up going for sprint earlier as well, too. So wouldn't be that big, or would be that big of a change for him. He has pretty decent move speed at the start of the game. He's got great chase potential already. So pretty good overall. Looks like Beastmaster will be the response pickup here. Can go ahead and roar the Slark during the team fights, slowing down either the StarLadder or breaking the ultimate from the Snapfire because it does have a decent range. And Chen actually going to be picked up here by paiN Gaming. High regen hero, high damage, high supportability, which means this is actually the 3 StarLadder. Unless this is 3 Chen. You could run 3 Chen too, but I don't really think you want to do that in this game, especially with the Rubik as well, because then you have to go for more of the core-like spells, and you don't really want to do that as a Chen. You really want to get all those nice creeps up and running as soon as possible. So we're probably going to see this as a 4. We'll run the 3 StarLadder. Pretty good against Beastmaster too. You could steal the Boars. Of course, the Boars have a temporary timing, but, getting rid of any potential damage that helps out the Beastmaster as much as possible is pretty good as well. I thought I did change the title. Did I not? No, I did. Right. Anyway, we're going down to NoPing's last core pick here. Looks like it's going to be a last bane Invoker, which means they're going to want to run the mid, not as a mid Monkey King here. So, not too surprised. Not too surprised overall to see that being the last bane here, actually, because paiN can do a really good Invoker. It's actually really good against the Monkey King. Great slow as well on the Bat Rider. Rubik and Beastmaster have a little bit of trouble getting around the Invoker. Of course, they can always roar him as well, or they can lift him with the stun. But still, overall, Invoker, really nice ban out from NoPing. Let's see. And then paiN Gaming, they definitely need a mid. There's no way they can run any of these other heroes in the mid in the meantime. The Void Spirit's still available. I don't think anyone on paiN really want to run it. It's definitely not good in this game, too, because Monkey King is moderately good as well.
Dire team pick.
It looks like they'll ban out the Shadow Fiend. That's a pretty good ban as well. That'll be the big boy ban here, and they pick up the Leshrac. That's good against the Monkey King in this game. Great stuns on the Bat Rider and the Rubik as well. Just holds them over in a really great way in this overall lineup. Great stuns potential, great magic damage. This also gives paiN that little bit of tower push that they kind of lacked with just having Chen. Slark doesn't really do too well with it. StarLadder doesn't really hit towers that well. This is a great response for them, so that way they can actually have a little bit of that push in this game. It helps them out dearly. Also gives him a little bit of a better team fight, too, because Slark so far just looks like he's doing the most amount of damage. You're relying a lot on Mortimer's Kisses. There wasn't too many follow-up stuns you could kind of land with the Snapfire combo, but Lesh will help him out in this scenario as well. And it looks like the last pick OD is going to be the pick for NoPing Esports here. It's going to, NoPing. It's going to be a pretty nice pick overall. Another hero that ends up breaking the Snapfire ultimate. Mana pool build up against the StarLadder as well. Mana pool for him is very, very few. Same thing with the Slark. Chen has an all right mana pool. He is an intel hero anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I think this is a pretty nice mid overall. I still think Leshrac usually wins this trade, just so long as HFN is smart about the picks here, but it actually might be a mid Slark unless they're changing up roles here, because yesterday I remember seeing Mandy in the mid, but now we see HFN is going to be picked up on this Leshrac instead.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So this will be a nice game, I think. Got the Constable Monkey King as well. Big fan of Constable Monkey King. Look at that boy. He's got the what set is that? He's got the Battle Pass shards. Not the Battle Pass shards, the Dota Plus shards set. It's a pretty nice set, actually. I just don't like the helmet on that set. And I think the parts that he has on from it are really good. They still have nice, colorful effects. It goes well with the staff. I don't know why I'm talking about cosmetics like it's a strategy, but got to screw around with your enemies as much as possible. And I don't think cosmetics are the way, but I mean, he's got cosmetics on. Big, scary guy with big, colorful cosmetics. I mean, I say that. paiN Gaming, they have King RD with the Crimson Witness StarLadder shoulders. They got that scary monkey for Chen as well. Golden Stark blades. The helmet that has no chains attached to the back of it. It just has chains coming out of the headpiece. That just happened, being thrown out already. There's already a pause, and the Monkey King disconnecting. Celebratory gongs already coming out here as we see them. Yeah, they just get the easy already thrown in there. There's the tips already, too.
A long way to
just one for now, though. Everyone's going to hold on to them. paiN Gaming, but I think both NoPing and paiN Gaming, they've played against each other. They've played with each other before. Like, both of these guys, yeah, there's some more now, but we see both of these guys, they've played a little bit with each other all the time, and I'm not too surprised. They're all friends in the sense, but you know what? When it comes down to who gets in the minor, they're not friends for today. There's all the more tips. Let's get them pre-game PM tips coming out here. Got one coming out from the Snapfire, too. A lot of tips on Tavo. Tavo's going to be rich after this, but I don't think those tips actually do anything still, so it doesn't really matter. All right, how many ugly couriers do we have? We just have one by the looks of it. It's just this this very toothless guy. We got the hot dog. It's actually one of my more favorite ones. Princess Penelope. The fact that I know this name, I think this isn't a Beatles Jaw courier, but this is one of the Beetle couriers that came from the International. And then we got a it's Beetlebark, yeah. And then we got a actually styled. Oh, for some reason it still shows toothless on mine. Weird. Well, anyway, it looks like paiN are going to line up to do the early take of the outposts. It's pretty standard right now. Both teams usually try to seek out the outposts as soon as possible, and
30 seconds to battle.
That's just it, really. Seek out the outpost, try to hold control of everything. Look at that. Snapfire has a default 302 move speed, where Batrider is at 295. God, that's some advantage there. 292, actually. Sure, it's only like about 10 move speed, but still, it's a lot. It's 7, but whatever. Or 292 to 302. Yeah, no, it's actually 10. Exactly. Doesn't look like any big fights are going to come out for these bounty runes here. Very straightforward. Not too much else really going to happen. We're going to have HFN in the mid with the Leshrac, as seen and predicted. Don't think you run Lesh anywhere else. It's going to be against 4DR. Looks like the Southeast Outpost has been taken back by the Radiant. But anyway, yeah, it will be standard mid lineup here. Imprisonments as well. Back up in the top lane, we're going to have Tholiker and Tavo versus Mandy and 444. We already see the big trees getting quelled down here as well. That's pretty important because now they can have a little bit better roaming potential. You don't see a bunch of random ganks that could come out at any point in time. I'm interested to see how Mandy actually does on Slark because HFN is usually the hardcore carry here, but looks like 444's Courier gets clipped by Thorlicker already. He's already throwing out the name offends him. He's trying to get out here. He's got a creep wave, but I don't think he really wants to hold on to this, but he's gonna take it all the way home. And by all the way home, I mean he's gonna take it back to the tower here. I don't think he'll mid the creeps in time. Let's see, how many range creep denies do we have? Well, it looks like the range creeps have yet to die on HFN here. There's one range creep here. He will get it, and that's the big thing about this patch right now is you gotta kill those range creeps. You'll dedicate as many spells as you want to get them. Oh, yeah, beautiful stun on 40R as well. Get to confirm. Like you were looking, though, back down in bottom, we do see the bash immediately, and Costable will end up going down. King RD, though, will end up being the trade. They can't really do much about that one. They'll have to let it go. But I think they'll be fine taking the first blood. They just burnt the off-laner for it. That's not a big issue. Back up in top, it looks like they're chasing out Tavo here. The pounce is going to be there. The question is if there's enough damage. The level 1 pounce is not the greatest. There's also a lift from Thorlicker, so they will push him back. They don't want 2 kills happening on the map at once. It's like a salve on Tavo here, so he'll just reset. He's got the really weird drums emote. Thorlicker is very weak, though. Like I stated, he's got very low armor at the start of the game. 4, though, is pretty decent against Chen, but Chen hits for 53. Doesn't really block too much. It looks like this mid lane matchup is going a little bit in the way of paiN already, as we've already got level 4 on HFN. He's going to be able to deny this range creep as well. That's a huge advantage for him. He will get it. 40R still does manage to hit level 4, but I got to have too much following that. Costable trying to go on done high, but can't quite get him. He's got that extra move speed. Except for the fact that he was a little bit slow on that market. So it looks like everything is going moderately all right so far. It's still a 1-1 even pickup for the kills at the moment. No first 10 kills already coming out here. Odie's actually going to go for a Bracer first. Usually we see the double Null Talisman, but maybe he thinks he needs a little bit more durability against this Leshrac in the mid. HFN playing very aggressively on him. Back up in the top lane, though. We do have a pounce coming out on Tavo. He's getting clicked down, but Mandy brought up as well. There's no pounce for an escape. He does have a Fairy Fire, and Thorlicker, no second Fade Bolt. He's actually pretty low on mana. He's not going to be able to get it. Tavo does manage to get slowed down by the Purge Creep here, and it's not going to get too much here. They do manage to lose the Purge Creep. Sorry, Banish, but it looks like they still really want to get this kill on Tavo. And they just got to play it real careful here. Both of these, everyone in this lane is extremely low HP. They just can't really make any big aggressive moves. Thorlicker slowly trying to click down 444. He's got 2 in Fade Bolt. It's 160 damage, so he's got to wait a period of time. But Chen's got great regen. King RD. He's level 2 with his, he's got 2 in his bash. Now he's 3. He wants to find a bash before he ends up getting a kill. But looks like, yeah, back up in top, though. They're going to go for Thorlicker. But Thorlicker able to lift Mandy and push him back. Chen not in the creep lane at the moment. So he's not able to help him out get that kill. And Thorlicker's just going to walk back to base. There's no way they can make a snipe with this. Might be able to snipe the Courier, though. Nope. They're not going to go over his Courier. King RD, though, he's going to try to make some space with this by going straight for Costable here, but now, the big thing, Monkey King actually has armor now. Monkey King starts with no armor, so it's very hard to lane against anybody who can actually just take full advantage of that, but King RD is very close to 6. He's got level 4, just fresh, but, like, they're doing really good in this lane. Speaking of really good in this lane, though, we're back in the mid. Never mind. Hang on. There's 3-man rotation in bottom here. Thorlicker is here. They want this kill on Dunhigh. Does have a cookie, and he will get out of there. But King RD might not have the same advantage here. The lift is there. As well as Boundless Strike, though. King RD has a lot of regen available, though. The full wand charge. He's also got the buckler, so he's actually just out of there. Playing it safe and playing it smart. Oh, yes. HFN finding the regen rune as well. This is so huge for him because he can just pop his ultimate on creeps freely and go ahead and push out as much and quick as he wants here. It just doesn't... You get a regen rune, you don't get punished. There's Why do I live near an airport? Anyway. Yeah, back down in bottom, though. Monkey King getting very low. They do find the bash immediately. Thorlicker maybe trying to find a return, but like I said earlier, King RD, he's got so much regen. He starts to TP away, though. He doesn't want to be picked off here. This will give Snapfire the ability to get some more levels, though, assuming there's even creeps available. Did come a long way to see him die. It's very fair. Especially as a StarLadder, to be honest. Like, if there's any hero that comes a long way to see people die, it's definitely him. So, you know, he's got Guardian Sprint. It's the only way. Speaking of which, though, King RD playing a little bit too aggressive here. Does manage to get lifted under the tower. Is going to be 3 stacks on, but he's got this Frost Armor now from 444's Chen Creep. Look at this Ice Armor Creep. God, that is ridiculous. 60 armor bonus, 30 move slow, 30 attack slow with a slow duration of 5. OP. OP. That was like you would play support dupe just to get that ability. Looks like the war on the outposts are still going through here. Outpost take after outpost take. Thorlicker's going to take it back, walk back into the mid, help them out if they could get this kill on HFN, but don't think they'll really be able to here. They're going to have to line it up right. They do end up seeing that Dunhai is going to rotate as well. There's no ward up on the high ground here, so paiN, they have no idea that Thorlicker is just standing right there too. Dunhai does think about coming in though, but it's not going to follow suit. A lot of boundless strikes going out to confirm some last hits here for Costable. It's hard to lane against this lane. King RD is 5 now. He's got 3 in bash, and you know, 3 in bash, that does some insane damage. This is why I love the StarLadder picks, because it's just, it feels so strong. Sure, you get the minus damage that comes out from Thorlicker Fate Bolt, but hang on, though. We got 3 heroes here. Monkey King is jumping out of here. Costable wants nothing to do with this team fight, and Thorlicker will be the first one to trade out here. King RD gets brought in with the cookie. They are going to slow down the Bat Rider for now. KJ trying to find anybody here. 444 might be the one to be picked off here, though. The TP channel doesn't look like it's going to be there. The Sandy's Eclipse goes down. It does decent damage, but not enough damage. In fact, they're turning this around. Costable, he's going to go down, too. They're looking for more. They want KJ. The cookie is available, and Dunhai is waiting for the exact frame to get it and finds it. The follow-up stun is available from King RD. They get him. The bash is there, too, and HFN rotating out as well. They will get this kill. They'll clean up house, and they'll be perfectly fine taking the advantage that they can get. Back up in top, though, Mandy. He is level 8, however, so I was going to say he's trying to go for a kill and might get caught out, but all he has to do is just walk into this tree line, and he'll just be full HP, ready to go. They're going to get this bot tower, too, and it's just... paiN are making some great trades. It's 5-1 though, 10 minutes in. Let's look at our outpost capture timings here. King RD, level 6 though, comes in on Thorlicker. And this helps man to get the kill so easily up here with that negative armor. There's the bash that follows suit. There's the first Agi. Never mind, he didn't get the Agi stat. Must not have right-clicked him. Did he not even right-click him? He didn't right-click him. All right. Interesting. No, he had to have, because he's got 3 fresh stacks. Interesting. I guess it's still he has to get the kill. Yeah, if Slark kills the affected hero. That's what I thought. You want to confirm that kill, though. It's a very hard kill to end up getting here. OD with an arcane rune. It's just going to keep on getting marked by King RD. I mean, it's really good. If you look at OD, he's got only 2 armor now underneath the tower. without being underneath the tower, he's got -1. So HFN, they'll go ahead and pop the Diabolic Edict. They want this tower real bad. Not to mention 444 is hanging out on the sidelines here. It's also got some creeps ready for some re-engagements. Manages to actually get the Ocean Heart. The Trusty Shovel is going to be picked up for OD. It's pretty good as well. Gives him some baseline HP, but he sent it back by the looks of it. Unless he didn't know he got the item. Slark gets a Shovel too. The Beastmaster here as well. We got a 4-man going on here. They do manage to find both the Lasso and the Roar, but spread up team fight here. HFN. They do manage to get King RD, but it's actually a split here. Dives to the tower. HFN might be the one to get caught out, but looks like the rest of paiN are trying to take this disengage lightly, and paiN will be like, all right, let's just go and farm, because they decided they want to defend their middle tower, and HFN will TP to the top, and he'll start to push in the lane, and then we'll have Mandy go down to the bot lane as well, do the exact same. They do manage to bring in the Monkey King here. The scan goes out as well, but I'm not going to find anybody outside that pit. Slark is already 10. He's going for the 10 strength. He's actually been got, like... Oh, I say that, though. They also have 10 on OD, but the safe laner to safe laner, I mean, Cosmo is definitely leading in... well, actually, no, it's 12 minutes in. Let's jump to the net worth. He is not leading in anything. He's actually not even, like, remotely high in the CS or in the net worth either. He's actually, what is that, 5th in the net worth? He's losing to the StarLadder, who is actually his opposing offlaner that did kill him a couple of times. He's actually 4-2-2. Cookie goes out, trying to get the catch here, but the mortars are loose. Tavo, I don't see his method of escape being soon, unless they just dodge every mortar. And that's exactly what happens, and now they can turn this around. Thorlicker is 6. Does have spell speed available. He really wants to find a good one to steal. He actually stole Sprint. He's going to try to disengage from this one, though. They drop the Roar immediately. This is what they use it for. They push him out, but Sanity's Eclipse will be there. They'll get the kill. The shotgun's stolen here. Thorlicker, it's a really good steal, actually. It's the highest damage. Buys Arcane Boots. Drops the shotgun. Will kill off Dun High, and at the same time, they kill 444 over underneath the tower. There's only 2 people that actually managed to get out of this one, and King RD into the mid now, and Slark's just free farming, so... Yeah, Fandy's at the top of the net worth. It's at 5.7. He's got the Diffusal coming in on the Courier. The Leshrac also following now at 5.5. He's going to go for the Blink Dagger next. Or I'm looking at King RD, actually. Leshrac is top of the net worth. He's going to go for a BKB. And Slark's also going to go for a BKB. This is a big BKB game. You can see how good it was in that last team fight immediately. Not that Roar really depends around the BKB. You could still hit the Roar anyway. But it negates magic damage coming out from Batrider. You don't get slowed, I believe, from the Echo Saber. From the Monkey. No, you do, actually. Never mind. You still get slowed. But it negates all of OD's abilities. Looks like they're trying to go for 40R in the mid here, and it looks like they'll get him. No real way they can disengage that one, but it looks like they'll at least take the StarLadder. King RD burning away here. He's not going to be able to regen enough. There wasn't an ult available here. They steal the boar, actually, and Thorlicker. He just goes down for this. They want more, though. They get the stun out, the Tavo, and it looks like they're just going to trade. They got 4 heroes here, and Cosmo revealing himself at the last second, but he does not want to fight right now. He doesn't have an Echo. He doesn't have any damage, really, and he's got to be real careful now. paiN immediately within literal seconds of losing their last team fight have immensely taken that team fight and like won it so hard. And I think one of the big reasons that happened and how they were able to sustain that whole entire fight, which by the way, Chen's going to bring back the StarLadder now, was because Chen has a mech. And the mechanism helped so much. It didn't seem like it at first because, you know, baseline mech doesn't actually have the greatest heal, but 275 health is a large portion of most of these guys' pools. But Mandy almost getting jumped on here. Plus, actually, the Diffusal was up in the last team fight as well, and it worked out. It worked out real well for them. Now they find the Fan Brace as well. That's a really good item for him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
King RD was hoping he could end up getting the Iron Talon, but Mandy actually just sent it back to base. He's like, nah, not happening. Look at all these couriers. God, look at how beautiful they are. One of them was Amaterasu. I'm not a weeb, I promise. I played the game. I don't even think that's actually more of a weeb thing. I think anybody who has a PlayStation that are like Gen 1 console players had played the first... no, it was a Nintendo game. Well, I mean, I had a SNES too, so makes sense. But anyone who's ever played the original game, they probably bought it on the PC just for the feels. I bought it on the PC for the feels. Look at that boy. Yeah, what would you do if you saw that thing creeping in the jungle? God, that looks so weird. Standing there with his goblet, no shirt on. He's got that weird mustache. He's got the goatee. That's what that is. That's a real thick goatee, though. Real thick. Anyway, Dragon Scale is going to be found. Dunhide's going to take this one. It's actually not a bad item for him. Kobold Foreman.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looks like paiN. They want to get a setup on anybody here. They're going to see bad immediately, but they don't know that Thorlooker has been watching over them this whole time. They want this mid tower, though. That's basically the big plan here. OD is missing. You're correct. The only person that's not missing is the Monkey King up in the top. They know he is up there, so they want to apply some pressure to this tower. They're going to get rid of any available creeps. It looks like they'll steal the lightning, but King RD jumps in immediately. This is the fresh blink reveal. They're going to get the mortars coming in as well, but I don't think it'll be enough. They're X-pinging out that they don't want OD to be caught. The Eclipse gets him. The hammer goes down, and they will end up killing him off. The Roar is going to whiff. They're not going to end up getting it, though. The Cosple is ready. He drops the staff. He'll get the kills. HFN looks like he'll be the only trade out here, although he goes out, but he turns around. He actually will eat the dirt, and I think Dunhide might go down as well here. Tavo trying to find any catch, trying to body block with that creep there. Roar, he just can't find a Roar target, and the Scatter Blast will slow it all down. I say that, though. Mandy really wants to get a pick off here. Ooh, he might steal the Vampire Fangs, and he's stolen the Vampire Fangs. He'll also break that ward that's been there as well. Very nice steal for him, too. Actually, Vampire Fangs is not bad for him. Gives him lifesteal and spell lifesteal with some night vision. I imagine he'll still keep the Vambrace, though. You can't actually send this to the stash, by the way, because when you steal... He actually is going to use the Fangs. Because when you steal an item, you can't put it in your stash, because your stash only has 4 slots for each tier. So now he just has this Vampire Fangs that just exists. Now, the other big thing, and the only reason I know this is because yesterday I stole somebody's Dragon Scale in a pup game. But I've also done it a couple of other times, like a Grove Bow and some other random stuff. But it's just, that's basically how I know. It's really nice, actually. But I don't like the fact that you can't store it. It's just an item that's to sit in your freaking base forever. Like it was on the day 1 release of neutral items. Everybody played Nature's Prophet just so they could end up jungling and get millions of items in the early game. I say everybody, I just mean me. King RD, oh, he wants that range creep. He wants it bad. He's going to get it, but I guess NoPing don't want to jump on it right now. They do have Roar available, but they just don't want to make the push. Plus, Slark is nearby too, so if shit were to go down, then you'd be able to jump him. No problem. Looks like we got the Spirit Vessel is going to be picked up for Snapfire. That's the first item, but that's like the best item you can go for here. Breaks the counteractive regen. Goes out for most of these heroes. Looks like the Outpost captures is going to be the big thing here. Back up in the top. Mandy is going to do exactly that. Purges the slow for the time being. We'll just get clicked again by the Boars. They had no idea that Thorlooker's been here the whole time. But that being said, they still have the bot outpost, so they'll still get a 1-1 outpost pickup. What do we have? The Blink Dagger now on the bat? He's going to go for it, actually. He's still working on it. It's a long ways away. He is level 10, though, so he's going to get that 5 armor. That's actually really good in this game. It's probably the most preferred talent you'd go for. Plus, I think it's the talent you should always go for. I don't think spell amplification is great for him. He already deals enough damage. Looks like NoPing, though, they do a low ground smoke. There's nothing that's really going to scout out this whole entire smoke rotation. It looks like they'll just clean up some random courier wards. And, oh, King RD, quick on the fingers. Gets the blink out, though, but 444, not so much, is going to be brought up. Oh, that's a really good spell steal for Thorlooker, assuming he knows how to use Chen. I think anybody who plays Rubik, they know how to play any hero. And they'll have this. They got this. This is a really great steal for him. The next best thing, I guess, would have been that relocate spell. Don't remember the name of it. It's Divine Favor, yeah. But this is really good for Thorlicker. They have the ability to have their own creeps now. Holy Persuasion, super good. They are going to go ahead and fortify the tower here. They kind of want to defend it, but at the same time, it was more used for the aggression in the mid, where we see Mandy immediately claiming this mid tower in exchange, and they're going to leave. Just off of that one fortification, they have to leave. Yeah, the creeps are being pushed in the bot too. Thorlicker has to go down here. I think this is where you steal cannons as Rubik here. Just steal the cannon. Oh wait, you can't dominate cannons anymore. Correct, right. God, I feel so bad about this one. Back up at the top though, they are going to go straight on Mandy here. Mandy does have ult. We'll go ahead and have to expend it here, but they're perfectly fine taking that. That's like expending a BKB. It's another 60 seconds where he doesn't have his great escape spell. A Lincoln Sphere is actually next for Andy. He's tired of getting lassoed. They want to go for this Roshan, though. The immediate jump out with the stun, and then Leash Fall Soup. They are going to buy some time with the Astral Imprisonment, but I think they'll get it anyway. They missed the stun, actually. They aren't going to get it. And in fact, they steal the Snapfire Cookie. I guess that's an even better spell than having your own millions of creeps. Interesting. That's quite unfortunate, but they're not done yet. They go straight for Tavo instead. They'll get a much more greedy pickup here. And it looks like paiN, they just wanted to find some sort of kill so they could put some pressure on the map, but without Roar, they'll take this. There's a DD rune as well on Slark, so this Roshan's dying relatively quickly here. He's only at 13 armor with the -7 that comes from the jump there. Dire drop a scan. Don't know why they would scan their own pit. Oh, I guess to see if like the Bat Rider might be up on the hill or something, but it's not going to be there. HFN will grab the Aegis. Relatively uncontested Roshan as well. He's going to TP down to the bot outpost where we see Constable hanging around. King RD waiting for the opportune time, but Constable sees him up on the high ground here. He blinks down actually, but he's just not going to find him. He's just hanging out. He's got the Death Slider now on the Monkey King. And Impla as well. They're actually going to line up with KJ as well. Constable will jump down, throw down its abilities. They get the lasso immediately, but 444, he's here. He'll drop the Hand of God, but the mechanism actually not in range there, so he's not going to get the heal from that, but the rest of the team is here. Mandy comes in. They want to get the kill on Constable. The lift's going to be there, slowing down this aggression, and HFN, they'll get the kill easy, and Mandy will grab the other one as well. KJ will go down. They get 2 kills, extra Agi stacks. Everyone's coming a long way to see you die. The BM tips being thrown out there. Big bait boys coming in. Easy pickings. Big bait boys. Yeah, I don't think the StarLadder actually got hit by that mech. And unfortunately, there's no like healing received in the fight recap. I didn't see that he had the armor debuff on him, so I don't think he got hit by it. Yeah, because he'd still have the mech, the healing cooldown debuff on him, but he does not, so... Rippity doodah, rippity days. I'm sure if that mech was in range, he probably would have had lived there, but very hard to decide that. Up in the top lane, Thorlicker is going to TP out of here. Pushes the creep wave into the tower here, but Mandy's not exactly opposed to this. He's just going to farm up this creep wave, farm up some camps. Actually, they own this outpost. I was going to say take back the outpost, but they have it. Still going to go for that Lincoln Sphere. See the mud golems chilling out in the mid here. Now they're going into the jungle, returning to their master. Bring HFN in as well. Look at these boys. How have these mud golems? How is it that we can vote for? How is it that we can vote for hero reworks, but we're never gonna get the mud golem gang, but we're never gonna get a. We're never gonna get the reworks on the neutral creeps. Because look at how low textures these freaking mud golems are. Like, even the mud golems in Warcraft 3 look better at this point. But look at them go. Look at all those fat layers right there. It's got the double stomachs going on. Orb of Destruction. It's gonna be found by the OD. Doesn't give him a mana pool, so I don't think he'll end up using it. By the way, we do have the Ags up on the OD finally. I say finally, he's had it for quite some time, but Ooh. Yeah. Well, it's a very common first item to go for. It's just not at all surprising to see it. I don't think did they see their item drop? They did. Okay, so there's an Orb of Destruction now. I don't know who ended up picking it up. I think it's on... Oh, nobody. Nobody actually wanted the Orb of Destruction. Interesting. Oh, it's in the Chen's pockets. Got it. And he sent it back. Bat Rider hanging out, maybe looking for a cheeky courier snipe here. Is going to steal the creep wave, and he's going to be found by HFN, but HFN doesn't have a blink. Don't think he's going to get it quite yet either. They did take the outpost, though, so once that advantage comes fruit, you'll see it, but Dire expend the fortifications to hold their creeps over for the time being up on the top, because there is a top tower going down, but Mandy will claim this easy tier 1. They still can't see him. He still has no idea. Well, I want to think that they know at this point that HFN is running around, but now he saw him. He actually puts him up on the high ground. Starts the TP away and stuns the hill instead, but they're going to throw out the tips. They drop the scan as well, and they're like, where the heck did he go? Well, newsflash for you. Nowhere. They do manage to get a tower, but Mandy coming in on Tavo here. There's no... Oh, no. The roar goes out, and it's not going to be there because Mandy has got the Lincoln Sphere. The stun comes out. King RD gets him with the Pippin. Easy pickets. Looks like they might be able to grab this Dire Necron unit as well. That's 100 gold for the Chen. A little bit of pocket funds for him. He's going to go for the Guardian Greaves next. He's swapping Shovel out every time for the Philosopher's Stone, too, so he's getting that extra gold with the Diggers. Holding all them digs. But it looks like they're not going to hold this over. There's a smoke actually on the side of NoPing. Possible breaks that I think, so it's just 2 that are smoked up here. But it is a fresh Blink Dagger now on this Bat Rider. But they're going the opposite way of where they're going, except for the fact that the StarLadder is nearby. King RD might get picked off, but I don't think they'll find him. They throw a sentry on the hill, and KJ will actually reveal to accidentally trying to deny a creep. So now it's just Thorlicker that's smoked up, but there's no time left in the smoke. He'll just go ahead and D-ward the hill here. He actually loses the vision, or he sees King RD is coming in. Comes in, hits the bash, does get the imprisonment, counter imprisonment as well. Looks like, yeah, well, he gets the counter charge as well. The BKB is fresh revealed on OD here, and it does so much damage. They burst down HFN within seconds, and Mandy's like, I gotta leave. I can't be here. And looks like they'll at least drop Mortimer's Kisses. Rubik does manage to steal it. King RD goes down, and this is actually a pretty huge steal available for the Rubik here. I think he might have... Nope, he still has him. You see Constable now going straight for Dunhide. This is that Desolator, that damage that's coming out there. They get the kill on 444 in the backlines, but it looks like those Spider Legs ain't doing nothing. They do drop the Scatter Blast. It's not going to change anything. Constable drops down, gets the quarter step, Boundless Strike, and will kill him off. He's going to go for an Hag's next, too. I really like this on the Monkey King. It's going to end up having those extra chakrams that come out from just existing. But hey, say lovey. That BKB, I think, was the big revealer that helped him out. Mandy might be in a bit of trouble here. They do manage to find the lift, but he's just going to go invis as soon as possible. And he's like, screw you, I'm going to click you. Look at me go. But they do have KJ coming in as well. There's not a second Lincoln Sphere. He pops the BKB. This won't change anything. Mortimer's Kiss is being thrown out, but since he BKB'd, it's not going to matter much. Actually finds 2 neutral items in that same time. A Paladin Sword and a Greater Fairy. I think he keeps Paladin, sends back Fangs, yeah. He wants that 17 damage with that 17% lifesteal, amplifying the wearer's regen, healing, and lifesteal by 17%. You know, just as long as it says 17%, literally 17 is Valve's favorite number. So 17 might as well be 100.
My thrift rewarded.
Exact, yeah, Half-Life 17 confirmed. Let's go. That's I wish. We all wish. Although from what I heard, Half-Life Alexis actually isn't that bad. Or Alex, or whatever it's actually called. But I don't own a VR system. Let's see. Looking at the net worth still, paiN is still leading with a 7K overall net worth, 16K out on the Stark. He's going to go for the Ags now. It's pretty standard. Oh, NoPing. They go for a big old 5-man smoke. They really, really want to kill somebody here. It looks like 444 is at least the immediate target. 4DR does manage to find the imprisonment. I don't think there's any method of defense here. They find the lasso, actually, out on Leshrac as well. They drop the roar, and they get 2 for this, but paiN, they even TP their heroes in here, and now they just can't do anything. Both of these heroes are dead, and there comes all of the BM tips. Look at those bad boys coming in here. They're like, nice play, dummy. They get that easy clean on that one. Good overall fight. Good overall usage of abilities, and I think this is paiN now understanding. They got to play together. Because split pushing like they have been, it's not going to work anymore. NoPing, they're not afraid. They're going to come out with all their abilities, all the whacking jobs, and we already have Constable with the Aghanim Scepter primed and ready to go. Plus, he's got the Orb of Destruction. I forgot about it, like, completely. He hits people for negative, so it's -7 from the Desolator and -5, so it's 12. And a mass. I could have done that way quicker. But it looks like they're end up getting looks like they're going to end up getting the fortification on this tower. They're going to trade 1 for 1, I think. Actually, no, they're not. Thorlicker does TP back. He's got the Chen Persuasion again. So, yeah, they're not going to be able to trade this tower. They're going to TP their heroes in here, and this might be a big fight for paiN if they end up picking up anybody, but they might just want to confirm the tower. Mandy really wants to confirm the tower is going to be lifted. Astral Imprisonment's available. Mandy goes invis, and there's not much you can really do about this one. Just starts to TP and just leaves. It's going to have that Ag soon as well, so we'll have the double pounce distance with the double pounce charges. They'll fight charges versus charges because OD's got 2 charges in Astral Imprisonment. And we'll have 2 charges in the leap. Sorry, pounce. It looks like in the mid here, they're trying to go for a counter engagement, and they will get it. They get the roar, but HFN force staffed a million times over, but it's not going to save him at the end of the day. Still gets imprisonments. King RD gets dropped down, though. The BKB does come out from HFN. He wants to turn this around, though. The Mortimer's Kiss is doing a lot of damage. They do at least imprison 1, but I think Thorlicker just goes down immediately here on the sidelines, though. Mandy getting slowed here. 444 just losing so much HP. He will end up getting the jump, though. Mandy just no basher, no nothing like that. He's just having a hard time clicking on heroes here. Constable is going to end up getting HFN with a chakram there. Tavo actually the one to confirm it. Ghost Scepter is going to be there for the Snapfire, going to slow down this aggression. But KJ, he's not going to give up here. He wants to get for more here, but NoPing, they're going to take the advantage they can get. I think you walk into the Roshan right now as NoPing. You still have the Monkey King. He's relatively good at doing the Roshan, especially with the extra chakrams that come from the Wukong. But they want to get this jump. They find this easy kill on Dunai here. The cookie ain't going to save you. They do manage to banish him with the Ghost Scepter active, but I don't think that'll kill him here. And he actually will get away. Only barely, though. Only barely. And now this is where you walk into the Roshan. You've taken your tower. You put some damage down now. Constable starts stacking up the chakrams here. Actually, no, they're not. They find Mandy on the sidelines here with the banishment. The BKB is not available. He has to use his ultimate. He tries to pounce out, and he will indeed pounce out. And they will go for Tavo on the sidelines here, but I don't think it'll be enough. The roar goes out as well. King RD goes down, and they're going to keep going here to stun the second banish. It's available, and they got him. HFN comes in, but he's losing so much HP to these monkey chakrams underneath the Wukong's command. He's got to be brought back in, and he'll go down. They steal the slow from the Chen here, and now Mandy is going to get caught out here. Will eat a little bit of damage. 4-stepped up to the high ground, though. Constable isn't really afraid of this one. The BM tips already being thrown out on HFN. They want to tilt the man, and he's pretty much tilted as Mandy will eat the dirt, and Constable will get the kill. All those extra BM tips going out there. They get the Snapfire as well, and NoPing taking this advantage that they have and just going home with it. There's no buybacks on paiN as well, and they want to force buybacks, but guess what? You ain't gonna force nothing because nothing exists. They already got the buyback actually from the Lesh in the previous team fight. The Bloodstone was picked up, and it's at no charges now, basically. It's at 3, but it's not enough, and I think NoPing will just finish the game. What? Yeah. NoPing. Throwing Sorry out for some reason. Don't know why. They're going to at least get the set of racks. They can't go to top because they still have the top tower to deal with. However, the top tower is very low. I guess if they just had one hero, they'd be able to get it. But I guess they're not doing the Roshan. They still want to leave it open. I want to say now is the Roshan. The Dire dropped the scan. Tavo is going to be the one to pick up the scan. Yeah. All right, they're going to start the Roshan. Possible just out of range a little bit here. But it doesn't really matter. He's got a lot of damage. He's moderately close to his next big boy item. Whatever that may be. Could be a Divine. Who knows? People are picking up Divines a lot early now. It looks like he'll take the cheese. The Aegis will be on the OD. Batrider just looking for somebody to catch up here, but he's already up here just hanging out. Gonna go for a BKB next. Guess King RD would be the closest target. There are no wards to scout it out, though. The Basher, that's the next big boy item there. He's going to pick that up. He's going to pick that on the Monkey King. He'll probably swap that out for your cheese once you use it. Or maybe you would put your Echo Saber there. I don't know. Maybe Boots. Moves pretty fast already. NoPing, going to smoke. They already grabbed somebody, and they find Jen. 444 is just dead. They have that Cheeky Observer ward. Actually, there are no Cheeky Observer wards. That was a blind leap. And they're going to go for it. King RD does manage to find the stun on 4DR, but it won't be enough. Wormer's kisses go out, though. They find the roar immediately on the Tavo. They steal the kisses, and they jump out of there. And Thorliger's like, watch me go. I've got your best spell in the game now. They will break this other cheeky ward here. The Monkey Chakram's hanging out on the high ground here. The Cookie's going to be forcing HFN back. They want to get this. They want to get kills on anybody here. And NoPing just still taking the advantages they have here. Now they've got these Monkey Chakrams that'll just hit the tower. God, look at him go. That tower is dead. Gospel just has to exist in the range. Speaking of dead, though, Dunhai looking like he's dead, though. We'll force the Cookie out. But, it's just not enough. I don't think they're going to be able to hold. Possible considering dropping Wukong's command here. He might want to wait till he's 25, but he's going to go ahead and pop it, get that bonus armor, throws down to Cheese immediately. He did end up swapping out the boots, and there's Bash immediately. HFN goes down with the Mortimer's Kisses helping out. KJ will get the kill, and Possible will take the racks. They want to go for more here. The King RD jumps back out here, tries to find his stun, but 4DR, he's got so much HP. I say that, though. King RD is melting him very adequately, showing off this BKB, but it's not enough. The Mega Creeps are here. They've taken the top racks, and I think NoPing will... They're just cleaning house here. They got the Monkey. It's going ham, and yeah, paiN will drop the GG. They already lose. They immediately lose King RD with this one. Mandy does find the jump. The Lincoln Sphere not going to save him. Gets lassoed, brought back, but at the end of the day, NoPing will take the game, and it just goes to show you could be 15k ahead on the side of paiN, and NoPing will find a way to take that lead away and just set it down and say, guess what? We don't care how much gold you have. We'll come back and we'll take it. All your gold belong to us. Let's go ahead and take a quick gander at the scoreboard here. I want to see overall kills on this Snapfire, basically. Because, all right, so 1 kill, 9 assists. How many times did Snapfire die in basically every team fight? All right, so Snapfire was killed 3 times, which I've already seen. So Snapfire wasn't able to do a lot in team fights. But the big thing is that they had a Rubik, all right? The threat of constantly losing your ultimate was always there. We didn't really see too many Mortimer's Kisses, and the other thing is that there was no great setup hero for that to happen. Sure, StarLadder's great and all, but it's just you're relying on stun, you're relying on bash, and you know what? Slither Crush only does about... I'm looking at the spell right now. It has a 1 second stun, and it has a 6 second slow duration, and bash has a 1.3 second stun. You're relying on landing Split Earth, which it wasn't even maxed until level 14. Actually, no, Split Earth is always 2 second stun. I guess Pounce then with the other big thing. 3.5, yeah, 3.25 pounce duration. But overall, just a very, very hard game for paiN Gaming to make that comeback. As soon as the Monkey King started getting out of control, they lost one big team fight. The Desolator was shown in the bot lane. They did manage to catch him, though, but Orb of Destruction, Desolator, pretty good wombo combo of items here, and it just shows that NoPing, they're willing to take the advantages they can get, put the games into the graphs, and oh my goodness, yeah, that is one crazy graph actually just going crazy up and crazy down here, and then we see the net worth as well. Yeah, it's just, you could see where it started slightly getting out of control here, as you could like slowly see the Monkey King rising up underneath, and then the items as well. You can see the last item that HFN bought was a Bloodstone, and he had that for 8 minutes, and it was at 3 charges when I last saw it. So he did not have that great of a game. overall. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is a best of 3 series. So the next game will be right around the corner. NoPing Esports versus paiN Gaming. Stay tuned. Game 2 underway.